28 years later, the highly anticipated sequel to 28 Days Later and 28 Weeks Later has been teased for many years, and an upcoming post-apocalyptic film appears as if it could take place in the same universe. 28 Days Later, directed by Danny Boyle and written by Alex Garland, premiered in 2002 and revolved around the spread of a deadly and highly contagious virus in Great Britain, which, when infected, turned humans into aggressive beings who were shells of their former selves. Essentially, they became zombies. Then, 28 Weeks Later was released in 2007 and continued the story from the first film. 16 years later, fans are still waiting for the third movie. 28 Weeks Later was considered a standalone sequel to 28 Days Later, meaning audiences didn't have to see the first film to understand the second one. So, it would make sense if the rumored third project also served as a standalone sequel. Nevertheless, it might be a while before the third installment in the series is produced and released. In the meantime, though, one 2024 movie could satisfy those anxious for the 28 Years Later sequel. Civil War, directed and written by Alex Garland, the writer of 28 Days Later, is set to premiere in 2024, and it is the filmmaker's first post-apocalyptic movie since the 2002 feature. Garland was the sole writer of 28 Days Later, and although he is not credited for it, he also shared his input on the script for the sequel, 28 Weeks Later. Since the first film, Garland has written the screenplays for Sunshine, Never Let Me Go, Dread, Ex Machina, Annihilation, and Men. Now, Garland has returned to the post-apocalyptic genre with Civil War. The 2024 epic post-apocalyptic war movie depicts a second civil war in the United States of America in the near future. The Civil War trailer doesn't explicitly reveal what caused the unrest in the country, but it does mention that Texas and California had joined forces and opposed the government. As a result, the United States erupts in chaos as the president orders drone strikes, people pick sides, and society, as we know it, crumbles. The upcoming A24 Films cast includes Nick Offerman as the President of the United States, Kirsten Dunst, Wagner Moura, Stephen McKinley Henderson, Caitlin Speeney, and Jesse Plemons. Civil War continues 28 Days Later's biggest themes. Based on the trailer for Civil War, the upcoming post-apocalyptic movie seems to contain similar themes to 28 Days Later and 28 Weeks Later. Each film features the breakdown of humanity and widespread panic as chaos rains down on their respective countries. Of course, the 28 Days Later series is centered around the deadly virus that turns beings into zombie-like creatures in Great Britain, while Civil War depicts social unrest and disagreements that lead to war in the United States. However, all the movies include a sketchy military, misuse of authority, a sense of confusion regarding who could be trusted, and a team of heroes trying to survive in their broken worlds. With these elements in mind, Civil War can temporarily serve as the 28 Years Later sequel before the third film is eventually made. Both projects come from the same mind, Alex Garland. After all, the 2024 epic war movie continues Garland's knack for telling socially relevant stories in an apocalyptic setting, and it will likely satisfy those waiting for the 28 Years Later sequel. Before you leave, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for future interesting videos like this. Thanks for watching.